All right, we're gonna do a little install video here. We've got some Auxbeam headlights. They're the 7-inch LED starlight flow. We'll try to get all that ran. Then we got some good turn signals from xsprite and some Auxbeam fog lights. We're gonna put them here in this 2013 Jeep Rubicon 2-door. I've already got all the pins pulled except for one, but you need a good tool like this. It don't have to be any specific kind. You can do it with a screwdriver, but I'll show you how having the right tool for the right job really does help. Just like that. Set them to the side, try not to break them. Then you're gonna be kind of like this. All this will pull out at the bottom. Gotta have 2 hands. All right, we're back. We really needed 2 hands on this one. So there's 4 bolts down here, 2 on each side of this thing. That you got to get this thing to wiggle a little bit so it can come out of these 3 holes down here. But grill's out, and I've got starting of the new lights put in. So on these lights, we're gonna have a halo and a turn signal off here. So I'm getting ready to start to wire up where these are all gonna go. We're gonna tap in to our turn signal right here. We'll cut this back and tap in for here for our halos and for our halos down here in the bumper. You can take these off right back in here. I can take all this off to change the housings out to the new ones. So there's our new fog lights, and then here's our turn signals. So be back shortly. I'll probably put you all on a time lapse. All right, so I wanted to show you all how I'm going to do this. I don't really like using these. I mean, the connectors are fine, but I don't like this. I like using these to where that I can actually burn them in. I can use a propane little torch, and this is heat shrink built on there. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you got a little bit of wire, not a lot, just a little bit. Put that in there, and then give her a good crimp. This is a very cool set that I found on Amazon. It's some line, I don't know, but it comes with good crimpers and a bunch of connectors. I like doing this because I have had this Jeep up in some water. I will probably have it in more water. We got a lot of creeks and rivers around here that we like to run in. So that's why I do that. And I'll cut these off. So, I mean, these rubber, they're okay. They work. But, you know, and if you're never going to be in water that much, it's probably not going to matter. But I don't want to take the chance. I'm already doing this. I like the whole motto of, you know, buy once, cry once, you know, do it right, do it light, do it wrong, do it long. So I don't like to I don't want to come back in here and touch this again. Getting that winch undone was a little bit of a pain. I started out thinking that I had to go through the bumper and get it undone, and I didn't. So I kind of wasted some time there, but it's all good. Well, let me see if y'all can see this. I want to make for sure. Yeah, okay. So you see how that connection is, it's got a pretty good little amount. That's not, but that should be okay. I can put a little extra heat shrink around that when I get everything tied in. So there's those. All right, grab your torch. I'm at my buddy Miles's. He's got the fancy snap-on stuff, but it don't matter. You're gonna wanna melt these in. Just a little bit. You'll see. They're really nice. They're pretty cheap on Amazon. I think that whole set was 40 or 50 bucks. And I mean, if you do any type of electrical stuff, it's worth it. Worth it to go ahead and have the heat shrink on there. So, if you see that, that's got that heat shrink all on there, real nice. It looks good too. That's the other reason I like doing it, is because it looks good. Now, I don't plan on getting rid of this Jeep, but if I did, you know, I at least know that I can sell it to somebody and say, hey, look, it's been done right. Here's some videos on it, you know. And it's okay if you get a little charbroiled, it'll be all right. And that's how I like doing those. I'll do those every connection that I make. When I get down into here, turn signal, I'll show you all that. Like when I cut this, I'll splice them two together with the same thing like that so that they're waterproof. Same thing down into here. I've had water up over here. Now it wasn't for long, it was just going through a really big part of a creek we was in, but when you go through it, you don't want this stuff to be a pain. You don't want it to give you trouble. So I'm gonna set you up on some time lapse and let you watch. All right, we've got everything wired up here. So the blue off of that was my halo. And I ran all that together up in here, plugging that into the turn signal. You can just jump right off of that turn signal wire, or in the turn signal housing, but it's the, you know, your DRL, your daytime running lights. There's a turn signal for around here. Here's my turn signal. I just popped that out. All that is these two little tabs right here. You gotta push them in and then push in the other one. See if I can do it on this one. It was fairly easy. Push that in and kind of push down a little bit. Push that in a little bit. See how that's starting to go? Then push that in. Well, you get the gist. It might not be a one-handed operation. Yeah, just pop them out there, throw them on the floor. You don't need them, you're changing them. Who likes these original junk anyway? Nobody. That's why people buy Jeeps, so they can change it up, do whatever they want to. All right, after a little wiring, we are back in here. We got them all going. If you do buy these, do it again. See how they, yeah, those look cool. That's all we want. We want cool. Function. So you have to have a bracket with these if you buy them. Probably any aftermarket LEDs. This is the one that's in it. This is the stock bracket for halogens. If you go LEDs, they make a bracket that go inside there, but I didn't. Yeah, I guess if you've got an aftermarket bumper, it's probably fine, but you better order it, make for sure before you tear it apart like I did. This side's all wired together, looks good. Hit a. So those blink good. Hit the other one. Yeah, those blink good. Hit the highs. That probably won't show much. Yeah, hit them. Yep. And the fog lights.
Who makes them?
Yeah, Auxbeam makes
The lights?
the fog lights and the headlights, and then these are xsprite.
xsprite, yeah.
xsprite and Auxbeam. Yep. xsprite and
xsprite, but xsprite can send us some stuff if they would like.
yeah, if xsprite or Auxbeam wants to send us stuff, you just email us or message us on here at the YouTubes. These are pretty awesome light. I mean, they're bright. We're gonna finish up tomorrow. I ordered that bracket, and it's supposed to be a one day delivery. We'll see how that works. But everything went well. It's about as smooth as molasses. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. So when you're using these little heat shrink style connectors, we want to make sure that you don't do too much. You don't want a bunch hanging off in here. You just want a little bit.
I gotta fix the plug. That's the only thing that messed it up.
Okay. And then when you put them in there, make sure you twist them a little bit.
Yeah, that's got a good seal.
And then when you do them one like this, I'm gonna crimp this way this next time. Tug on it, make sure it's got good connection.
We've had to extend these because their Jeeps are notorious for being way too short for adding aftermarket, especially on JK.
Yeah, so when you do this, go ahead and extend them before you need to.
Yep. Or you'll be coming back like us.
Yeah, when you cut them the first time.
Yeah, that's why we have so many.
Yeah, that's what, but
yeah. But hey, guess
it
what?
works.
If you trial and error 3 or 4 times, it's still not a bad idea. All right, you ready to seal that one up?
Yep.
All right, let's seal it up. Go ahead, I'll let you do the honors. I love these things, these little heat shrinks, because they crimp so easy, and I bought the whole kit off Amazon for like what? $37.
So I recorded this video as a follow-up, but the audio is terrible. The wind is just not working good. So these aux beams are doing great. I had to put some zip ties around the turn signal because the xsprite turn signal is just, it's not making the connection that I like. Make sure when you do this that you add a little extensions in there to the wires, because the Jeep wires are just really short to try to tie in to the turn signals and the DRLs. I added that black heat shrink. What you think would, that's redneck heat shrink. That's just black tape. Tied all that in. I had to put a zip tie around that to kind of squeeze that connection together. But all in all, besides doing a little extra work, it's been working really good. I made sure I tied everything to the frame and tried to keep it up on that side. The other side, I've still yet to tie all together like that and make it look real nice. I've been trying to just shake it down with that xsprite thing, because the turn signals aren't just, they look good. They're just not, they're not making me as happy as I like them. The aux beams, though, they're awesome. They look great. They're functioning wonderfully. And see, those look good, but they're just not working as good as the Auxbeams. I'm a little disappointed in the xsprite. You see I had to tie both of them together like that with the zip tie. Made sure they're tucked in the frame. You want to make sure they're up out of the way and not getting snagged on nothing. I'm going to show you all what they look like right here. In the original video, when I put you all down right here, I was like, can you see it? See, those just don't, they're not as bright as I like them. I tied the fog lights into the turn signals. But that's just the daytime running lights on. It's not even any of the actual lights. Can you see it? Yeah. Now, it does look like that headlight is just going crazy, but it doesn't look like that in person. Just the video is making it look really weird. But you can see how dim that turn signal is. I'm not the happiest with it, but it's okay. They were pretty cheap. But I really enjoy the Auxbeams. Auxbeams did a really good job on these. I think they're just China made, but for some cheaper headlights, you know, JW speaker and some of these other, I think it's Motos built. I don't know what it is. There's some other headlights that are just a lot more expensive and they're American made. And I get it. I try to buy American made when I can, but I can't, you know, you could get these same lights from the American maker and it's almost $1,000. I can't afford that right now. But I think they look great. I'm very pleased with them, very happy with them. But that's a wrap up for the video. I'm gonna show some nighttime driving. Just want you all to like and subscribe. The Auxbeam pair right there was $200 for the set, and I think the xsprite was $20 or $30. I would definitely buy the Auxbeam again. The xsprite, I don't know. After knowing this, I don't know for sure. But thank you all. Like and subscribe, and God bless. Alright, I want to give you all a little look at the headlights from the inside the cab. So here is the fog lights only. There's the headlights only. And there's the fog and the headlights. I like the sharp lines of it with the fog lights. I think the fog lights look really good. I do like the headlights. The high beams are awesome. Let me pull y'all a little closer and get the whole fog or the whole high beam. So it kind of makes it into like a circle pattern. I like it. The one thing I'm wondering about is there is a real clicky sound to it. I'll see if you all can hear it. So I don't know if it's just LEDs in general or just these, but my LEDs on my Cherokee, it doesn't do that. Let's give you a little, we'll drive around with them. actually out driving on a road. I'm gonna try to get you out to a road that ain't got no street lights. But as you can see, they look really good. I am thoroughly impressed with the Auxbeam headlights and the fog lights. The xsprite turn signals, I mean, my honest review, I don't necessarily care for them that much. I think they do look cool, but functionality wise, they're lacking a little bit. Now I know I've said before, as long as they look good, functionality, you know, but we do want some functionality here, but it's not terrible. I really do like having bright headlights. I like to be able to see, especially out in the woods. I've went out before in an old 90s model Wrangler and had one headlight, and I'm telling you, it was terrible. Ever since then, I said, nope, I ain't gonna do it. So now, since I got this JK, we're gonna have some headlights. So you can see them bright high beams. You can see a little circle out there, right in there. I don't mind it. It is a little bit, there is a dead spot kind of right there, but you know, with fog lights on, it kind of takes that problem away. I mean, you shouldn't be looking right there anyway. You should be looking far enough down the road. But there's no fog beams. There's the fog lights. I definitely like the fog lights help. And then the brights, no brights. And I don't think they're too bright on nobody. I mean, when you come past in a small car, I can definitely see you lit up, but that's kind of just a given. There's the pulled high beams, keeps everything on. That looks really good. So yeah, just wanted to update y'all with that, and that'll probably end the video. Like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all watching my video. Thanks.